Wow. Well, for those who missed this morning, meditation and self-healing therapy for me. Sorry about that. But such is life. It's not everything you get to catch, don't it? We'll get to do it again another day. But as I shared on that moment, yes, Mr. Theo Chambers got me back into my reading. And because he got me back into my reading, especially reading his book, Theoism, and as I shared my book as well, and since he's my PR consultant, he says he's willing to work with me on doing my public relations and my publishing with my books and stuff. So guys, got me back into my sharing my book with you all. Yes, guys, remember, you can purchase or ask me. Yeah, ask me. Yeah, $2,000. Yeah, but ask me if you want it. Don't thief it, like what some others do. But I share with them. And this morning meditation, I had taken out of my book a little part that I shared with them of when I wrote that the body is a system in our world. The world is an illusion in our universe that consists of planets, and our planet named Earth consisting of atoms in space that gravitate together and forming matters in each space, enabling an existence of living organism in the whole world due to necessity. Now, when you hear something like that come, if you're not an educator or reader or a scholar, it sounds a bit complicated, yeah? So let me put it in layman terms, the language of, if you're illiterate and can't read and know all them big words there, what put it together to understand that. It basically means, simply put, is that we're all here for purpose, created for a necessity for each other. Ha! But when you're dealing with the scholars and you're dealing with the intellects, you gotta use more words than that, use the words that they will understand. I guess that's the whole reason of going to school and educating yourself. So just a little reflection on this morning's meditation that you all missed. But it was just so enlightening for me. It was just so good. And as I shared with the universe and whoever was listening at the time, is that this morning I get a call from a gentleman who, according to him, for years he's been trying to get my attention, and I am not entertaining him. So when I heard that, I was like, well, the thing is, when you're busy doing things, yeah, sometimes a lot of people may come to say they're interested in you, but if they're not on the same journey as you, then you basically lose them along the way, because they're not really interested. They're just trying a thing. And if they were interested, they would have been on the journey with you, even if you're married or not. Yeah? And or even if you're not even entertaining them, you would be seeing them on that same journey that you're on. So this is what I was sharing with him, that you may see me and I'm here, but I am not gonna be as easy as many may think because you're out there and everybody loves you, or a lot of guys want to be with you and everything, you yet have to be realistic. Because when you're young and you just meet someone for the first time, you're naive, you don't have nothing, you're creating yourself out of nothingness to have something, to become somebody, to, to be recognized. But when you have accomplished much during your journey, you basically have to find a partner now who is doing the same as you or better. Yeah? So therefore, it doesn't make sense I pretend or we lie because you're just going to be wasting time that you could be putting in to somebody else who it can work with. But wasting time with somebody that it cannot work with is useless, because as one world, one body, the spiritual insight to our everyday life explains, we are all here for a purpose, for a reason. And yes, if you come into a person's life to waste them time, that is your purpose, to waste them time, but it might become violent, it might become aggressive, because other people are being hurt during the process of whatever intentions you have. Yeah? So, all I'm saying is that I would lay myself straight out on the table to let you know that, yes, I am internationally grown. Yes, I was educated in an international school, locally and overseas as well. Yeah? So therefore, there is a certain amount of, what would I say now? Returns that is expected of me. As they would say, as the saying goes, to whom much is given, much is expected. So therefore, the amount of effort I have put out to live this life comfortably and to share with others, if you're coming to share it with me, you have to have that understanding that that is what you would be experiencing, and if you are willing to join in such a predicament. Because if not, it's going to turn out not so pretty. Yeah? Because it's gonna yield a lot of anger, a lot of temper, a lot of upsets, a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of miscommunications, because we have to understand that our brain, everybody sees things and understands things differently, because we're all different. We may look the same, similar, maybe similar complexion, similar eyes, similar eyebrow, sound alike, but guess what? There are still slight differences in the way that we are, because of socialization, birth patterns, and many other factors that create the person into who they are today. So when you look at a person, and you may say, but I am seeing a chair over there, or I am seeing a plant over there, or I'm seeing that color. Believe me, another person might not be seeing a chair because of their socialization. They might be seeing more than a chair. Yeah? They might be seeing like the chair that you see, that, oh, it's just a chair. It soon broke up, or another person might see it. That's my comfort zone. That's my bed. Why? Because they have been sleeping in chairs all their life, because they're coming from an impoverished environment as a child growing up, and the chair looks like a comfort zone, something I can go into to sleep. Now you go say that to somebody, they'll be like, are you crazy? I'm not going to go sleep in a chair right there. I need my bed. I need my bed. No. You understand? I see a chair there. So it's going to cause some kind of conflict, because the other person is seeing the chair as a bed, while the next person is seeing the chair as a chair. You understand? So therefore, everybody sees things differently. It could be, you see a plant now. Somebody might see a plant, a flower to beautify, say it's a flower, it's beautiful, while another person see it as medicine. That's medicine to heal me. So everybody sees things differently, as we were saying, as I was saying earlier in my life, self-healing therapy. So you have to understand that if you say you love me and you want a partnership and you've been trying to get to me, get that partnership going with me, there are certain factors that you have to consider to say if when you come into a relationship with me, if it's actually going to turn out pleasant or it's going to turn out disappointing. It's a gamble we're taking in life, but I would like to alleviate, if people don't understand what alleviate mean, I would like to end the inquiring minds who just want to know what will work to give you that insight, that tip off, because that's what we elders are here for, the older ones are here for, to give you a little tip off in life, because life is a game, life is a journey, life is an experience. Our elders give us a tip off as to how to live it, and I would give you a tip off to let you know that I was socialized a certain way. So therefore, because of my socialization of type of upbringing, and I have worked along with 2 other husbands previously, it would be 3 other husbands previously, because I'm currently married to a Rastafarian. Yeah. So I have worked with 3 other husbands previously to take me to a certain level and stage in my life, both educationally, both spiritually, both financially. Yeah. So therefore, if you're going to pick up a 4th partner, somebody to carry you through that journey, that partner should actually have good financial support, can afford that good financial support, so them pocket have to be wealthy. The what would you say now? The understanding of the person that you're going to go into to try and date, because you have to understand if the person is internationally trained, that means the person travels a lot. Yeah, just a slight little common sense there. Somebody says, I'm internationally trained. What does that mean? I travel a lot. That means you might think I'm going to be there all the time, but I'm not. Unless you're going to come on the trips. When I have to travel, you're going to come along with me. And therefore, you have to have that business or that funding that can afford your traveling around with me too. Because you say you love me and you want to come on the journey with me. And if you want to come on the journey with me because you love me, then you have to can afford yourself too. Because if I can afford myself in my lifestyle, and I'm going to look for somebody for companionship, because in your older age, that's what you need, companionship, support system. You're not going to need nobody who is going to come and give you stress and help to tear out your hair out of your head. You want companionship in your older age. So I am an old woman and I'm going to propose to you now what it's going to take for you to date me, because you called me and said you love me and you want a relationship with me. And if you want and you've been trying to get a relationship with me for the longest time, and every single time you check me, I am already taken. Right? And I am not entertaining you and this and that. So therefore, I am just sharing with you, if you are going to come into that relationship with me, this is what it entails. I'm just making your life a little easier so you can know how to approach me, what to expect, so it don't turn out to be nasty. You understand? So our relationship, our communication don't turn out to be nasty, right? It will turn out nasty because if you come in with a different perception, a different understanding, and then when you get that slap in your face of the wake-up call to say, Hello? What the hell you talking about? What? And then you're gonna start, how you going, sir? I'm like, hello? Get! And then you start, then you start, what's she going? And the thing is, I'm like, do you know me? Did you know me? Did you put out that effort to know me? You should know me before you say you want to have a relationship with someone who you don't know. So that is why I say I will put the tip out there, and I will continue to put the tip out there, hoping you can understand what it takes when you say you love somebody like me. Because our eyes fools us so many times. Our eyes tricks us to believe that you see something there and I can do it. And then when you get in, it becomes nasty, and then they start kill each other. We don't want to murder each other and all that foolishness. Yes, I've heard so many stories of men going into relationship with women, and when them finish, them kill each other. Why? It's because they didn't know each other, and they didn't try to know each other, and they didn't understand that everybody is different. And when you come across somebody totally different from you, it's more than likely you're going to accept the differences of the person because you say you love them, or you're going to let them go and say, no, I know that me want. Because God gives us free will to choose the type of person you want in your life. But you have to know if you want that person and can deal with that person and their personality, because you may get that person and it drives you wacky. It drives you wacky. It drives you mad. You need space, you need time, you need a break. So therefore, when you look on some other people's relationship and them in it for a long time, as I said before in my meditation, those people not going nowhere. They have nowhere to go. They have no intention. They're not traveling. They're just on one level. Their brain is on one level. It can't develop no further. They're stuck. You understand? And the two are so compatible that the brain is not developing no more. When you find one that is traveling, growing, developing, and if the partner they have, yeah, don't want to break away or wants to go on that journey with them, then the other one will be dragging them up. Will be dragging them up. You understand? And that is why the other one stays with them, because the other one is dragging them to help them to, understand, to try and understand. The time the next one dumb as a bat, can't understand one thing. But that's the reason you will see a long relationship lasting. You understand? Or if the two cannot grow together, or if one can't pull the other along because the other is resisting and fighting, you let it go. You let it go and wait until the Lord sends someone into your life. You pray about it, you work towards it, you continue on your journey. The Lord will send the appropriate person into your life to join you on that journey. Doesn't make sense you run trying to hold on to something that you're not happy in, you don't want to be in. It is punishing, it is hard, because each one of us have to survive on our own. So when you come into a partnership with each other, it's a compliment you're doing for the other person. So therefore, companionship is what I would need now in my life, because I have accomplished much for myself over the years. Yeah? And I am just doing, what would you say now, give back, serving the Lord, serving the community, serving people now and again. But for a relationship, a friendship, a companionship to go on, that person has to have some kind of substance for themselves to can join me on a journey that I am already in. Because I'm already in a journey. I've already started that journey. I started that journey from I'm a kid because my parents helped me start the journey too. Because they were such a motivator. My mom really, not my dad. My dad died when I was 18. Practically when I just finished high school to start thinking about going on a journey. But my mom is my major motivator, where because she was so horrible to me, I had to pick up the pieces to know what I want for me. I was like, you're so horrible that I don't want your mourning or your sadness or your depression because your husband just died for me. I want a life for me. So I got married at 19. Yeah, I got a life. I started my life early. I went on a journey from early. So I am still on that journey because I like life. I like living. It's a beautiful world. The people are beautiful in it. And I love the game of life. I love participating. I love sharing. And I love caring. But as I say, I like to give people a little tip off and insight when they're coming around me, because sometimes being around me can be a culture shock because I am different. And the reason why I say I'm different, because people tells me I am different. Chrissy, you're different. You're special. I like you. It's so nice to be your friend. And I appreciate that. I'm like, why? They say, because this and because that and that. And I'm like, that's so nice to hear. But then I meet some people who is very disgusted with me. And they're like, I don't like you. You're hard. You're hard to deal with. You're so complicated. You always want to be cleaning. You want to clean the place all the time. Everything's supposed to be ordered, organized, and structured. And you eat certain food. You're such a picky eater. You don't want to eat this. You don't want to eat that. You're hard. I say, it's okay. Thank you for telling me. It's okay. I'm not upset. I understand me. And I know that's me. And that's why I make myself independent to can take care of me in the way that I want to be taken care of. So I'm just giving my lover boy person a tip, a tip off on when you say you have been in love with me all this time and you want to date me. Just bear in mind, I don't want to give you a culture shock. I don't want to make you hate me. Just bear in mind, I can be not so normal like everybody else because I don't like red meat, one. So therefore I'm a picky eater. I eat a lot of vegetables, so I'm mainly vegetarian. I do my me time, which is like meditations and stuff. So if you're into things like that, well, it would be nice if you join me too. And I travel, and I like to get to the place. Traveling is hard because my head spins and sometimes I get motion sickness and whatever, but I've been doing it from in my mother's womb, so I'm a traveler. And I like to get to new places and see new things and stuff like that, so I enjoy that. So I travel. So if you like that or can do that or have a plan for the traveling part, you have to figure out what you're going to do with that. And then money is important, very, very important. You can have the simple life and you can have the financial life. Why? Because in the city, we don't have farms to get our food from. So we have to buy food. So that's why money is important. And I eat regularly. So money is a priority in my relationship because I eat regularly, and it's specific type of foods which end up being expensive. Because even if I'm traveling overseas, it's called organic. Those foods are expensive, yeah, in America and in England and other countries. In Jamaica, it's considered expensive too. And the access to them, if I'm in Kingston, I have to purchase them, or else I'm going to be dying for hunger, sick, headache, sicky, and whatever. So, Mr. Loverboy, I'm just giving you the tips on what it will take to date me. I'm not trying to scare you off. I'm just trying to make your thought pattern comes to a little easier understanding of the person you're dealing with, so that you don't get disappointed when we go out on our first date and when we meet up and we're talking and you're like, this is not the person that I fell in love with. Right? So you will just realize that we are all different and we have like different type of things, baggage that we carry. We are on a 40-day, 40-night Lenten season now. So our bags are normally heavier at this time because of the spiritual connection some of us have formulated with the church and with ourselves and the universe and whatever. So it can be it can be trialing, but the point is that you know about it. You know about it. We know about it. And it's your attitude to whatever cross you're carrying that makes that difference. It's the attitude. So as I reflect on my meditation this morning and share with you the pointers as to how we can make ourselves better people in this world, I would like to close off by saying next time we share, I will share and let you get to join in with my morning self-healing therapy, because this morning was a beautiful one that we enjoyed so much. And sorry we missed it. But I feel good. Have a wonderful Sunday now. Bye.